Welcome to the Perspective Tool. I'm going to show you what you'll be doing with it. So for example, you're going to be starting off with a picture. A normal picture looks like this, and you'll be transferring it into a 3D looking picture that looks like this. So how are you going to do that? Well, step one, you want to bring up your Perspective Tool. There's two different options. You can go to View, Perspective Grid, Show Grid. This is also where you can hide the grid. So this will change to hide grid once you have it open. Or you can just click on this button right here, and this grid shows up. Now, the next step is to bring in the picture that you will be drawing over. So in this case, it's going to be this one here. And I'm just going to make it smaller so it fits within the canvas. Alright, and now for that layer, I don't want to be playing with that layer, so I'm going to lock it and change it. Now, going back to the perspective grid, make sure you go back to your perspective tool on the left side. And now what I want to do is I want to match up this bottom corner with a corner of what I'm going to be drawing. So in this case, this is going to go over here. So over here on the left side, you got your 4 arrows, and I'll move the whole perspective grid. Now, if you can look even more carefully, you'll notice that this is not exactly lined up. This over here lets me move things up and down. So I'm going to move this blue line so it matches the base of the building. Now notice that it doesn't match here, and that's okay. All you care about is one side. Once you have that one side done, let's just show you how it works. I'm just going to hide this bottom layer. So if I choose any shape that I want, so in this case I'm going to choose a rectangle. I'm going to choose a color just so you can really see. So I have, if you look at the top left corner here, I have the blue side selected. The blue side corresponds with the blue side of this grid. Orange, orange, green, green. And if you don't want anything, you just press number 4, and you notice that it goes blue here. That means it's going to draw flat. So 1 over here. So if I draw it now, notice how it goes along, okay, that side. If I then press 2, and I draw another shape, it's going to be flat on the ground. Okay, and if I press 3 and I draw, it's going to go on the other side. So, how do I bring this back in? I'm going to draw this left side. So how do I do that? Well, first I'm going to choose a color that's better, but for now, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to leave it with red. I'm going to select the blue grid, perspective grid, and I'm going to draw the size that I think that I want. So I'm going to go to about the edge here. Now you'll notice that this is not exactly correct. That's easy to fix. Select your white tool, double click on a box, and move it to where you want to line up with. And again, with this one here, move it to where you want, okay? And then that's pretty much, that's good. And that's that side. Obviously, I would then have to add details for the windows. So I would go to this layer here. I would reduce the transparency so I could see behind it. And go back to my layers, add a new layer. And now for this white box, for example, I could double click, choose white, okay? Get my rectangle tool again, draw what I want, okay, and then take my double click for exactly where I want. It'd be a lot easier if I zoomed in so I know where I want to go. And once I have the shape that shape, what I can do is go to my black arrow tool, hold Option down, and click and drag, and it duplicates it. Now obviously, okay, it's not the right side, because as the windows go further away, the windows would change side. But that's a quick way of duplicating it. Then once I'm ready to go onto the other side, I would just do another new layer, get my rectangle tool, change my perspective grid to the right side, and draw my next wall. Okay, and then change it as I go along. So make sure that you read the assignment carefully. Good luck.